Are you going to have Trump on one of your spaces this year?
Yeah, I hope so. We're in discussions and I hope we can have him on soon. I want to get Kanye on too. He's very polarizing. I like polarizing people, and I also like putting him on with people that I disagree with. You know, Elon and Alex was like the perfect example. But having someone like Kanye and someone from the ADL, imagine that.
Yeah. Is Kanye back on Twitter? No.
Yeah. I don't know if he got banned again, but he's back now.
He's back.
Probably, I don't know, maybe he got banned again last few days. But he's back a few weeks ago.
So he's back. So you want to keep putting people together in these spaces and just keep giving people access to the source of info. And that's what you want to do, at least for this year. Election, it's going to get crazy. There's going to be more misinformation, disinformation. So
especially with AI now, it's crazy.
I know. Are you going to, I guess, well, let me finish this. I want to ask you a couple personal questions. Are you worried? Well, let me ask this, Mario. When will you be duped by an AI voice on your Twitter spaces?
That's a good one. I think it's too early for that, but in a few months, it won't be too early. We've been duped by fake AI generated information. We duped to a certain level. We never ended up posting it. But I think very soon it's going to be true. I have been duped for a few seconds as a joke, luckily. Someone came up. It's someone I know. But they used AI. His name is Justin Hart. He used AI to say something. I'm like, shit, Justin Hart is saying this stuff? Turns out he put it through AI trained to use his voice to say something. And they're like, guys, that was an AI speaking. I'm like, holy shit, I couldn't tell for the first few seconds. So, yeah, but I think it's going to be easier for someone to dupe us with an anonymous accounts happen to us. Anonymous account that pretends to be credible underground to come up and speak. So it's like verifying, especially on Twitter. When it comes to wars and stuff, a lot of people do things anonymously. That anonymity mixed with AI, it's going to become a shit show. So I think our responsibility of verifying information is going to become more and more important. And people love us to make a mistake because they can jump on us.
Yeah.
So we're very, very, very careful to kind of balance it out where we don't censor too much, but at the same time, we vet information to make sure we don't get tricked and our audience doesn't get tricked.
Okay. And guest-wise, at least Twitter's verified the account. So you got an extra layer of security. If, say, Elon comes on or Alex Jones comes on, it's less likely someone's going to manufacture that to an AI voice if you have the Twitter verified.
Exactly. But then accounts getting hacked, like the SEC not taking their account seriously, and what happened with the ETF.
We'll see something this year.
There's going to be a lot of craziness, a lot of concerns about AI, and I think a lot of big social media companies will be held liable in many ways. There'll be a lot of lawsuits now when it comes to this election. And there will be a lot of misinformation and disinformation. I think it's going to be a crazy, crazy world we live in over the next couple of years as AI controls a bigger and bigger part of the narrative.
Yeah, it's going to get dicey and spicy. Tell me about you. You say you're an introvert, which people can't believe because you are probably known and do more media than most extroverts. You also spend a lot of time with longevity, with biohacking. That's a big part of how maybe you can stay optimized for 20 hours. You know, tell us a little bit about you. How do you decompress?
My life is very interesting. So I don't know if you want to call it introverted. I use the word introverted, but I'm very private. So I don't mind going to big dinners, speaking on stage. I'm very comfortable with it, but I just don't like it. I like that lifestyle. So maybe it is introverted. I like the lifestyle of being private and making decisions behind the scenes. Again, difficult to believe considering where I am, but it didn't plan any of this. In terms of my daily life, it's a fascinating day. I spend every day 4 hours just biohacking, 7 days a week. I think it's a whole different discussion. I know you're very deep into that world as well, and we're both very deep into it. But I find anyone that is blessed to have financial security, there's nothing more important to spend time on than your health and trying to live as long as possible. So a lot of my money goes to that. A lot of my time, more importantly, goes to that. So I run my business while sitting in a hyperbaric chamber or doing red light therapy or an infrared sauna or on a PEMF machine or
you do Twitter spaces while you're in the infrared sauna.
A lot. They make fun of me all the time in the spaces because I do the daily space with Ryan and Scott, and they make fun of me. Mario, what are you doing now? Which sometimes there's a bit of a sound, etc. I'm like with the engine or something. Mario, where are you now? What chamber are you sitting? What crazy weird shit are you doing now? So yeah, I do that on a regular basis, and it's kind of my passion on the side. And I do it out of necessity. Who doesn't fear dying? Especially when you're not religious, so you accept the unknown, which is even scarier. So I try to delay as much as I can the concept of dying. And scientifically speaking, we're getting closer and closer to being able to pause aging. And we're slowing it significantly already to get to a level where we pause it and reverse it. So it's moving very quickly. If I'm lucky enough to get to delay my aging to a level where I can pause it and then pause it long enough and not get killed by like a bus hitting me, to get to a level where I can reverse it, maybe I can live a fair bit longer than everyone else. Far-fetched, but it's kind of my little thing. That's how I deal with the unknown. It's like, maybe I can prevent it. And that's how I run my business. So this is my daily life. People think I'm doing meetings all the time. I do interviews, rarely do interviews, almost never do meetings. I can't remember the last meeting I did. Every day I wake up, now I'm doing this, but generally I wake up, go do biohacking for 4 hours while doing my running my business, do the show, likely while biohacking, come back. I used to dance as a hobby. I used to dance a lot. I haven't for the last year, but I used to maybe dance a bit.
What was your favorite? What was your dance?
Bachata. So I used to be a bachata artist. So I would travel to events around. One reason I had stopped is security. I was in Ukraine before the war, dancing. I traveled to Turkey. I traveled around the world dancing. The US as an artist. So that means they advertise me everywhere. Nawfal coming with my dance partner. I'll be on stage. People coming in to watch me dance.
Wow. What is bachata?
Bachata is like a Latin dance. Was like a guy and a girl dancing. It's very sensual.
Like tango or salsa?
Similar to tango, but more modern, more sensual.
Okay.
So that's a lot of people. The first exposure to fame, or kind of small amount of fame, was in the dance world, dancing community as an artist. But I couldn't do that because when I go to a country now and they advertise me, Nawfal coming, I can't go there discreetly. Now it's okay in the UK and Germany and France, it's fine. But if I have to go to the countries and hot zones right now and there's a festival and I'm all over the place coming, people, it just becomes very tricky. 2 reasons. The whole political world I'm in, but the crypto world I'm in as well. Anyone in the crypto world just has to be more careful. The whole concept of a private key. I had a lot of my VC friends threatened, kidnapped, going in a restaurant and then people with guns sitting there waiting for them in the last few years. One of my very close friends, end of the year before, not last year, so about a year and a bit ago, got kidnapped in Mexico, a big VC, for days and got out. So that's crazy. That adds more fear. So the crypto aspect to it, and now adding all the spaces and all the death threats, it's hard to go out and dance on stage as a hobby. So I dance more now discreetly here when I can. But that's my life, man. Biohacking, running my business, doing a show when my life pauses when there's a major war or something. I pause everything and I have a responsibility to stay on for as long as it takes to cover those important topics. And I do those personally when it's like a major breaking news events. My team supports me, but I do those personally considering the importance of it. That's my life, man. The life of an introvert thrown in front of the camera.
Sounds awesome. Hey, it's Brian Rose, founder of the DeFi Academy. I've told you my 4-week crypto bootcamp is amazing, but don't take my word for it. This is what my students are saying.
The DeFi Academy was an amazing experience for me. It took me totally out of my comfort zone.
In this course, I was challenged, I was held accountable, and pushed to do things that honestly weren't always easy.
It's been phenomenal, and I can't believe we're already up on our 4 weeks. It has flown by.
Going through this DeFi accelerator by far was one of the best courses I've taken.
You do this course, you really get into the nitty-gritty of the activities that will make you comfortable with decentralized finance.
Thank you so much to Brian and everyone at London Real and the DeFi Academy for even putting together an amazing course like this.
Anybody else that wants to do it, please sign up. It is well worth the money.